Have you ever been in a relationship where silence said more than any argument ever could? Not peaceful silence, the kind that feels safe, but that heavy, painful quiet that leaves you wondering what you did wrong. Today we're talking about silence in relationships, when it protects you and when it punishes you. Silence can be healing, or it can be harmful. The difference lies in one simple thing: intention. Protective silence is when you stay quiet to protect your peace. Maybe you're taking space after an argument so you don't say something you'll regret, or stepping back because you need to calm down before you speak. This kind of silence creates emotional safety. It says, I value peace more than chaos. Punitive silence, on the other hand, is about control. It's the silent treatment, the deliberate choice to withdraw love, attention, or words to make somebody feel small. It doesn't heal, it manipulates. Protective silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. In healthy relationships, silence can give both people room to breathe. Maybe you say, I need to step away for a bit. Let's talk when we're ready. That's healthy. That's emotional maturity. But to the person who's used to chaos, your quiet can feel confusing, even threatening. That's why it's important to communicate your boundary. Silence becomes protective only when it's paired with clarity. Without that, it can easily be misunderstood as distance or rejection. When used right, silence protects your energy, your mental health, and your dignity. But when silence becomes punishment, it's a completely different story. It's the kind of silence that leaves you questioning your worth. When someone refuses to engage, not to heal, but to hurt, they create emotional isolation. It's not about space, it's about power. You find yourself replaying conversations, sending follow-up messages, apologizing just to fill the void. That silence feels like rejection. But really, it's control disguised as calm. It's saying you don't deserve my words until you behave the way I want. Punitive silence trains you to chase communication instead of expecting respect. And that's how people lose their voice in relationships bit by bit. If you've ever been on the receiving end, you know it leaves marks you can't see. That kind of silence chips away at your self-esteem. Your mind becomes noisy with what-ifs. Over time, you stop trusting your instincts and start over-explaining, over-apologizing, over-giving, all to avoid that quiet space that feels like punishment. But here's the truth. Their silence is not proof of your guilt. It's a reflection of their emotional immaturity. So how do you turn silence from something that breaks you into something that builds you? Number one, call it what it is. Don't excuse emotional distance as just their way. Number two, stop chasing closure. You can't negotiate with someone who uses silence as a weapon. Number three, speak your boundary once, then step back. Say, I'm open to talking when you're ready to communicate respectfully. Then stay consistent. Number four, find power in your own quiet. Your silence doesn't have to come from pain, it can come from peace. When your silence is chosen, not forced, it becomes powerful. That's when it shifts from being their control to your clarity. In the end, silence is neither good nor bad. It's a mirror. It reflects the intention behind it. If someone uses silence to punish you, let that teach you what kind of communication you deserve. If you use silence to protect yourself, let it remind you of your power. Because silence doesn't just break relationships, it can also rebuild you. So the next time you go quiet, ask yourself, am I protecting my peace or punishing someone else's heart? And if you've ever been silenced, remember, the loudest voice you'll ever reclaim is your own calm. Protect your peace. Don't punish with silence. Follow me for more and share this with someone who needs to hear it.